Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jen with another video, and today I just thought, I'd kind of chat, reflect, talk about my CJO / interview experience with one of the major 3 US airlines. I've had an interview with another one of the 3, and this was an interview that happened before the one that I just uploaded a video about. Obviously, I'm not going to say what name of the company it is, but based off what I'm going to tell you, and I guess you guys can kind of draw conclusions for yourself. I just respect the privacy of the company, and I have nothing but great things to say, so let's just get into it. Please excuse my nasally voice. I am kind of sick. It is full swing fall here in New Jersey. I interviewed at 2 major US airlines. I didn't really like the 3rd one just because it didn't have a union, and I started the application with them, but I decided not to go through with it. Both of these 2 airlines are very near and dear to my heart. I love them both so much, and I can't believe that I was lucky enough and I worked hard enough to, secure offers from both. It's just been amazing since then. After struggling for about a year after graduating and not knowing what I wanted to do, but knowing that I really loved to travel and that I would love to pursue a career surrounding that. And I know it's not for everyone, but I'm very spontaneous. I don't like to be in the same place for a long time. I love working with people. It just keeps things super interesting, and it's something that was always in the back of my mind. My interview was back in May. We are currently in October, about mid-October, and my interview was in Newark, New Jersey. So it's basically like a New York airport. They reached out to me, I want to say maybe 2-3 weeks before the interview, inviting me to the face-to-face. This was a little bit different because it was a hiring event. So a special hiring event is kind of referred to sometimes as a cattle call. So that means they'll collect a lot of resumes from the applications, and then they'll invite a lot more people than they would to their normal face-to-face process. And during this process, they also don't do the video interview, so it's basically just based off your resume. I didn't do a phone or a video interview. I did do the assessment and the application. So right after that, about a month after, so not right after, they invited me for a face-to-face. So it was just the application, the assessment, and then my face-to-face. And then I would know if I got my CJO. The normal process, on the other hand, is the application, the assessment, the video interview, then from there they invite you to your face-to-face, and then you find out if you get the CJO. So I applied on this date here. I'll put it here because I really don't remember. They emailed me on this date, and then I scheduled the day of my face-to-face on the same day. After that, I did everything I could to prepare, did a lot of research, Glassdoor questions, study those questions. I really feel like that is what helped me a lot. They're very detailed. I mean, there's only so many questions they can ask you, and in only so many ways. So if you have those questions in the back of your mind and kind of prepared but not too rehearsed, you're gonna be prepared. I also watched a lot of flight attendant YouTube videos, how to prepare for the video interview, face-to-face. I watched anything and everything. And if I could contribute in any way, shape, or form to that content, to that information, that's honestly what I'm looking to do here. I had never been to a face-to-face. I didn't know what to expect. Didn't know how many people were gonna be there. In my mind, I was like, all right, I know this is really hard to get, so maybe there'll be 30 of us and they'll pick 10 to 15. Got there super early. I had to be there at 8 a.m. I live about an hour and a half from Newark. Got there really early. I walked in, I went to the bathroom, and I was there maybe an hour and a half, an hour early. I looked to my right, and I see people already dressed super sharp, and I was like, they're already here. I go, I touch up my lipstick, I come out, I start talking to people. Where are you from? What's your name? How did you hear about this company? After we were talking there was a recruiter that met with us, and then they kind of just collected us together, made sure everyone knew what flight they were going home on, if they had flown you in. If not, they directed you to another area, and they printed you a gate pass. So from this, it would let you, walk through the airport without having to have a boarding pass. We went through normal security, so if you do fly in, make sure you fly with travel size things. It just makes things a lot easier. You don't want to be carrying around the giant bag. You know, just a small rollerboard is fine. After that, they put us on a shuttle to the interview center, and then from there they brought us all into a big room and kind of gave us like a gist of what the company was about, what the company stands for, kind of their bases, what they were going to pay us, some of the benefits, and you know, they just gave us a whole rundown. The special hiring event is a lot different from just a normal process in the interview process in general. At our interview, it was kind of just like rounds, and between those rounds they would eliminate you. Again, this is kind of no secret. A lot of people, a lot of companies do the same thing. A lot of companies do different things. So don't take what I'm saying too literally. Take it with a grain of salt. But when I was there, this is what my experience was like. After the big room, they call people out one by one. So everyone is getting a face-to-face or a one-on-one. So then from there, depending on whether you passed or not, they would put the people who passed in a different room, and the people who didn't, they would escort to the shuttle. So the people that were left over in that room, they pulled again. They did the same one-on-one situation with a different recruiter. So then this is like the third round. The questions kind of get a little harder, I would say. You know, it's a lot of customer service, a lot of personality. This last round got me kind of nervous. I honestly couldn't believe I had gotten this far because it was just like a high stress situation. I was there from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. They asked very good questions, and you know, they expect a lot from you in your answers. Be a little complex, but keep it short and not too long, and do not ramble. And make sure you've like kind of prepared your questions, have some scenarios about customer service in the back of your mind that you would like to elaborate on in case they were to ask you. I thought it went pretty well, and then they told us they would let us know in I think 5 to 7 business days, and I was like, and this was a Thursday. But of course, they almost always let you know a little sooner, but things vary. So this was a Thursday. I went home, my dad picked me up. You know, I shook hands with the people in my group. We all exchanged numbers, and we still talk to this day. They were super, super sweet. All of the guys and the girls, like, I'm so glad we all made it to the end together, because I feel like we were all hyping each other up throughout the process. So I did end up getting my CGO with them. I was super thrilled, super happy. And it was nothing but a positive experience. Luckily, all of them have been really positive experiences. So, you know, I like to think that that's what everyone would experience. Now just a little bit of advice, a couple pointers. Again, smile, be positive, be yourself. Try not to be nervous. It's always hard. If you've prepared enough, if you think you're okay, you're never going to feel completely ready. But as long as you feel like you can go and do the job and give it all that you have and the best you can, that's all you can truly do. Make sure you know what the company stands for. Make sure genuinely why you want to be a flight attendant. You know, incorporate that into your answer. This was my first face-to-face ever, and I'm so happy that I walked away with an offer. You take anything away from this video, prepare. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you have any advice for anyone else watching this, please leave it down below as well. We're here to help each other out. I would love for each and every one of you watching this who wants a CJO to get your CJO, whether that be regional or mainline. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Subscribe and join my family. We like to have fun over here. Soon enough, we'll be flying. We'll be in training. You know, it's been a long while. I'm still waiting on a training date, and we're in October, but things are finally moving, so I'm so excited. Stay tuned for more. Make sure you check out my other videos. They'll be linked down below. Face-to-face videos, makeup videos, travel videos. Thanks again. I love each and every one of you guys, and I'll see you really soon.